Right there on the bottom on your screen, you'll see a video box pop up. It's a Madison Star Moon channel. Top left, you'll see some of the ways that they're spraying the chemicals along your states and countryside. It's eugenics, ladies and gentlemen. This is human depopulation indirectly. And you look at all the ways that they're spraying these chemicals on you, ladies and gentlemen. It's insane. Miss Madison Star Moon, like I said, is an activist. And she has actually stopped chemical trucks. You know, she exposes the death towers, also known to the sheep as cell towers, and she helps expose eugenics via the chemical trucks. Miss Madison Star Moon, welcome back to my show, and I hope everything works out right this time.
Yep, and also I single-handedly ended the spraying of Scourge, which is a toxic poison. I just caused so much trouble for them, calling all the time, complaining, and they went back to permethrin and some other stuff, which isn't good, but it's better than Scourge.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She actually had the intestinal fortitude to go out and stop the trucks and raise enough hell to where they actually quit spraying the chemicals. Be like Madison Star Moon. Don't be like Mikey and just eat anything. You said you had an update about your chemical truck experience?
They're not allowed to spray on my street, so
right.
I busted them on my birthday spraying on my street. They were spraying the gutters. They were trying to make excuses. I called up and complained again, and I said the guy wouldn't show me his material safety data sheet. He was running away from me. But I just told him, do not spray on my street. I told him I own the whole street. Don't spray on it. If I catch them again, I'll just stop them again and do the same thing. You guys need to stop the trucks, finding out where they're spraying.
And our hats off to you. And if you all went out and confronted these people like we have on these videos right here, like on the top left screen, you see me confronting the long tank guy. And then on the bottom right screen, you see the videos of Miss Madison Star Moon on the chemical trails in the sky. You stand up and stop this and raise hell and make them stop spraying you, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have done what we've did for the last 10 years.
Monsanto sets aside millions and millions of dollars for lawsuits. So they already know this stuff is going to kill people. We're going to get lawsuits. I mean, they have more money than God. Now it's Bayer, which are Nazis. So look at the history of Bayer. Those people are literally Nazis. So
they are literally Nazis, ladies and gentlemen. They are literally Nazis, and she is correct. Everything that she is saying to you right now. How does that make you feel, ladies and gentlemen, to know right now from this point on, you listen to this radio transmission of the News Ugly Show, and you come to the conclusion that we are correct, and they are spraying you and your children as part of eugenics, and you didn't stand up and do anything. Do you think you're going to get your reward when you die?
There's so many people covering up these chemical crimes, and there's so many different chemical crimes. Like right now, I'm working on the fluoride because, I mean, obviously I don't want to drink fluoride. Nobody does. It's a fucking toxic waste. I called the lady and I said, what is fluoride? I mean, that's an easy question. It's not a trick question. What is it? Is it a chemical? Is it a fucking mineral? What is it, right? So then she said, well, if you go by the EPA, it's a contaminant. So they already know this thing is a contaminant. Why are you adding a contaminant into our water? Said it's for your teeth. And I said, well, how does ingesting it, how is that good for your teeth? And then she just got off the phone with me. Made an excuse. Yep.
That's exactly what they do, ladies and gentlemen. These people that you call in are for the EPA, the CDC, the FDA, and all the other alphabet organizations. They are there to smooth the Vaseline over your rectum before they rape you. That is their job. They're like the car salesman of death. They're like, yes, you can take this. We guarantee it. And then 20 years later, everybody starts falling out of cancer and shit. And they're like, oh, man, we just didn't have a clue that those chemicals is going to do that to you. And then you look back and you find out that Monsanto buried the truth, ladies and gentlemen, that in fact they knew from the very beginning, just like she said, and they set aside monies to pay for this shit. All that religious shit that you're going to every Sunday that says love thy neighbor, turn the other cheek, grab ankles and bend over, that's just teaching you to submit to this shit, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. You are the cockroach. You are the bug, ladies and gentlemen.
Think about how many different chemical people I've busted. We've got the herbicide people, the pesticide people, the mosquito trucks, backpack sprayers. I mean, I've literally approached them all. The people that I just pull over and I interrogate them because I want to know what chemical they're spraying, how much, why, who's paying them, and I get all that information. It's always the city, and who does the city take orders from? That's what I want to know. Who's telling them you have to do this?
Well, I would say that it's ranking Freemasons that sit above the state level that tells the Freemasons that run the local sheriff's departments and spraying units for the Department of Transportation, gets their orders from them. This is all United Nations Agenda 21. We know it's human depopulation agenda. So they're getting their orders from the federal government, I'd say.
Because it's completely out of control, and we know that. We don't want the poison. I poison myself on a daily basis by eating GMOs. We're constantly poisoning ourselves unwittingly. So we don't want to allow people to intentionally poison us on top of that.
That's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. They see the trucks spraying, they see the jets spraying. We give you the facts, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 10 years, we have did nothing but gather evidence. Enough evidence to now the lawsuits have begun, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The lawsuits have begun. Thousands of more pending. First Amendment won $289 million. So if you have anything wrong with you, Google the symptoms tied to these chemicals, contact the lawyers, and start these processes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Just driving right down, spraying humanity right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the humanity of that. Oh my God, and you're not going to do shit about it. You chicken shits. For you that don't do nothing about it, you're a real chicken shit. Especially if you think you are the military and you fighting for this country. And you come back and you see that right there. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that shit. And you let them do this to your families and lands and your mountains and countrysides. You let this shit happen, you ain't nothing, man. You ain't shit. In my book, if you don't stand up to this, I don't care what foreign war you went off and fought for, boys. You got to stop this shit. This is hurting your kids.
I never would have done any of this had I not met you and had you not encouraged me and told me how to do it, because I would have never thought, I'm going to stop a city truck. They have to give citizens the information. It's the law, period. So stand up for your rights, and if you have beehives, man, don't even let them spray on your street, because I think it's ridiculous they put up a little red placard at your house, but then everybody else's house gets sprayed. It's in the fucking air.
That's right. When that water dries, all that shit that they spray in your neighborhoods become a dust. That dust, you inhale it right there in your lungs. That's why so many people that run track and play sports and shit die. And then you always see their loved ones look at the camera and go, I don't know how he died of lung cancer. He never smoked a cigarette in his life. You put it together, ladies and gentlemen. The neurobehavioral symptoms near cell towers. Madison Storm Moon actually woke me up to the fact that the cell phone towers were more than cell phone towers. They were a part of the eugenics operation as well to spread cancer and other diseases. Here's just some of the symptoms that you can get, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one: rapid aging syndrome, RAS. Electric hypersensitivity, EHS. Respondents experience symptoms very often the closer they get to the towers. Fatigue, sleep disturbance, headaches, feelings of discomfort, difficult concentrating, depression, memory loss, visual disruptions, irritability, hearing disruptions, skin problems, cardiovascular, dizziness, loss of appetite, movement difficulties, and nausea. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You can go to the fucking clinic and get a pill for every one of those symptoms. Like the pill was made to go right along with what's causing the problems. Not only is it messing with your emotions, it's actually controlling your thought. This is Nazi Germany mind control, ladies and gentlemen. They took all of the Nazis after World War II, brought them over here, and put them in charge of your chemical companies, your medical companies. They put them in charge of NASA. And every one of these people that they brought back over only want one thing, ladies and gentlemen, and that is for you to die, for you not to procreate, for the population to depopulate itself, using the stupidest people possible to drive the state trucks and the county trucks and the city trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't let them spray me. Every time I see them, I give them shit. I don't care who it is. But the towers, ladies and gentlemen, these towers are going up nationwide. And just like I was saying, this fiber optic system, think of it as the nervous system for artificial intelligence that's going to be tapping into your children's brains with Neurolinks. Miss Madison Star Moon.
Yep, that's absolutely true. And I don't know if we're going to be able to survive 5G. Think about it. Right now, we're all getting cancer. We're all getting tumors. We're all getting irradiated. So they're going to bust out 5G. Then what? 6G, 7G, 8G until we're all just microwaved to death?
That's
the plan?
exactly the plan, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to love every minute of it because you're going to have everything you need to satisfy yourself while looking at the technology. What I'm looking at now, this computer system, the cell phone towers, while they exterminate you like cockroaches, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to sit back as they give you a few $100,000 to your family while killing you and retarding your bloodline so they can't procreate. You're going to accept the money, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to be satisfied with it. Miss Madison Star Moon.
I want to tell everybody to follow Jim Stallings. Do you go by the Junior anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, Jim Stallings Jr. at Truth or at on TruthRadioShow.com.
Yes, because you guys know that I'm not the most likable character, and I'm very confrontational, but Jim has stuck by me. Like, the entire time he's been a soldier, and I believe in him, and he's encouraged me to do positive things for the planet. So you guys need to follow Jim Stallings Jr.
All right, Miss Madison Star Moon, we're going to have you back on. I've got everything set up. I've got fans blowing in the computers so they don't overheat because it's so freaking hot in the desert. So now that it's getting colder, let's start doing a get-together weekly and going over the news stories and news and commentary. But listen, Miss Madison Star Moon, you get off the phone and you travel safely and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Yes, thank you so much. And we'll do another show. We can do one on Blog Talk next.
All right, we'll do that. Just get in touch with me when you want to do it.
All right. Yes, sir. Appreciate your time.
All right, Miss Madison Star Moon, ladies and gentlemen. That's Miss Madison Star Moon, man. She weighs 120 pounds. She's a little thin woman. She goes out and stops these people from spraying. You got to stop these people from spraying before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be too late if you don't stop these people. Look, they're spraying on your food. They're driving around in trucks spraying you, saying they're spraying for mosquitoes, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.